Now American 95, 10 miles out on the ILS.
American 95, Kennedy Tower, following over 319 ahead, 105, 012.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Reno, Nevada. Welcome aboard the Mong Racer 2 Redline Oil number 31. This little thing. Aww. No flaps. Nothing. It is. Okay, the cockpit doesn't really fit widescreens very well, apparently, but this is a cute little aircraft, don't you think? I think so. Let's go ahead and power her up and take off. It's not going to take us very much to take off, so let me... it is a Continental A65. Has a whole 65 horsepower. And... like that, she's in the air. Woo! Yay! Now, this is not a acrobatics aircraft. No, 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 no. This is a racer. This is designed to do pylon racing, which is why we are here in Reno, Nevada, the land of the pylon racing. I don't actually know where the pylon race circuit is, so, you know, we're gonna pylon race through the city, I think. We're gonna stay, I mean, that's what she looks like. Okay, she's beautiful. Sleek. Fast. But we're going to pylon race through the city. How about that? Does that sound like a good idea? I think it sounds like a great idea. I have to read while pylon racing. Ha ha! We're going to die. Whoa! Hey, that was a tree. The Mong MS-1 Sport is an early original home-built biplane designed in the 1950s. Over 400 sets of plans have been sold for this aircraft. The first Mong Sport was built as a personal aircraft by the designer Ralph Mong Jr., and plans were provided afterward due to demand. The biplane has a unique feature of a single lift strut placed directly forward to the pilot, as you see in front of us, at a sacrifice of some forward visibility, because you have a strut in front of you. Yeah. We're not really doing very good at this pylon racing thing, are we? No. The biplane does not require expensive drag-producing support wires, using steel tubing instead. The fuselage is a steel tube with aircraft fabric covering. In the mid-1950s, a biplane class was added to the Reno Air Races. The Mong Sport met the basic requirements, and has been extensively modified over the years by builders to be used as a biplane racer. 1965, Bill Boland won with his Boland Mong at 148 miles per hour, and again in 1967 and 1970 with speeds of with speeds of 151 miles an hour and 177 miles an hour respectively. The Mongster won the 1968 biplane class of the Reno Nationals, and the Long Gone Mong won in 1987 and 1989. So what does that mean? Well, that means 1965, 1967, 1970, 1968 again. So what did we go? 65, 67, 68, 70, 87, 89. That's a lot of winning. It's a lot of winning in this little aircraft. The Mong Racer. A highly modified Mong Phantom with carbon fiber wings, won in 2006, okay, with a speed of 251.958 miles per hour. Think about that speed. This little aircraft, carbon fiber wings, was pulling speeds that you would see in a tricked out P-51. Is that not insane? This is not a lot of aircraft. That is insane. The maximum speed of the 65 horsepower model was 115 miles an hour. That's about 185 kilometers an hour. And her stall speed is down at 50 miles an hour, or 80 kilometers an hour. So she's a very low stall aircraft. But, woo, she, with the proper engine, is going to be a powerhouse of an aircraft. This is the kind of aircraft that you would take on a wild romp through the Reno Air Races. In fact, in Flight Simulator X, there is the air race missions they give you, and you could substitute this aircraft in there for the Racer P-51s. I'm willing to bet this aircraft is going to keep up pretty darn well with the Racer P-51s. There's not a lot to this aircraft. There's no flaps, there's no landing gear to worry about. It's just power it up and go. That's it. Now, landing is always a tricky with a biplane because you have way more wing surface. So when you land, like I just did, I can't pull up to set the tail because if I do, I'm going to take off again. There we go. So you have to make sure that you have the runway necessary for this aircraft to basically what amounts to glide to a halt, because she's not going to go any other way. Is the cockpit open? Aw, cockpit doesn't open. It says exit is open. There's nothing open. Ooh. All right, let's get back in our aircraft. All right, let's check it out. Shift 1. All right, there's the gauges without the widescreen weirdness that goes on. So basic gauges, that's really all you need. 2, there is your radio. You only need 1. There's your GPS. There's your throttle and mixture, everything you need for managing that. Fuel level, yeah. There's your ADF. Again, you're not doing a lot of this. This would be for short range hops. Usually these aircraft would have had their wings removed and put on a truck. There you go. All right, so this is a very simple, small little aircraft. It's a cool little aircraft to play around with. Again, you don't worry about retracting landing gear. You don't worry about flaps. You don't worry about any of that other than fuel load and that you don't hit a mountain. That's about it. That's the Mong Racer 2. The link to this aircraft is in the description. It's a neat little aircraft, a fun little aircraft for you to take and flip around in the sky as necessary. You could probably do some aerobatics with it. I'm right now trying to hang it on its prop. It's probably going to end really badly, but we're going to try. Yeah, we're stalling right now. Oh, I think we're going to die. Maybe. We're sort of... No, it says that we're stalling, but we're sort of hanging it on the prop. There we go. I'm trying to get it just hang. There we go. That's what I'm looking for right there. And we should be able to recover, I hope. There. Simple recovery. The aircraft has so much power and such a wide wingspan. You can really get around and play with it, hanging it on the prop and doing things like that. But it's not going to react as fast as the Extra 300, which comes with FSX by default, or some of the other aircraft out there. It just doesn't have the aileron roll, because the ailerons are only on the lower wings. If the ailerons were on both, we would get a real snap out of this aircraft. All right, I've been DerTebbers. This will be your Flight Simulator X Plane Spotlight, the Mong Racer 2. Link is in the description as always. Until next time, happy racing, everybody.
Alpha 1283, Kennedy Tower. Greetings. Falling heavy, Boeing 767 touching down. Caution wake turbulence from 05012, number 2, 4 right to the left.
Going in 4 right, 1283, copy all.
8 Lima Bravo, traffic just north of the airport, opposite direction along the track routing. A helicopter in under defeat, yes, you in sight.